Have you ever noticed how some people seem to command respect the moment they speak without ever raising their voice? Most of us were taught that to be heard, we have to be louder, stronger, more forceful. But in reality, true power doesn't come from volume, it comes from precision. Imagine walking into a heated meeting, a family disagreement, or even a casual debate, and with just one calm sentence, the entire room shifts. People start to listen. They respect you not because you shouted, but because you spoke with control. Today on Stoicism Breath, we'll explore 5 powerful phrases that can earn you that same respect. These aren't tricks or manipulative tactics, they're verbal expressions of inner strength. Whether it's your boss, a difficult friend, or even a stranger, these phrases will help you stay centered, respected, and composed. Stay until the end because phrase number 3 is so transformative it can silence even the most confrontational person without you ever raising your tone. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters." And that truth lies at the heart of respect. The people who command authority aren't the loudest, they're the most self-controlled. The Stoics compared words to arrows, small, focused yet capable of piercing through chaos and confusion. From ancient Rome to modern life, those who truly leave a mark share one thing in common: calm clarity. Marcus Aurelius ruled an entire empire without losing his composure. Why? Because he understood that real strength doesn't need to dominate, it needs to direct. And in our everyday lives, the same principle applies. In a tense work meeting, during a disagreement with your partner, or while facing someone trying to provoke you, it's not the volume of your words that earns respect, it's the stability behind them. So let's begin with phrase number 1. I understand your point, but I disagree. This phrase is simple but deeply powerful. It tells the other person you've heard them that you value their input, but you still think for yourself. You don't attack, you don't get defensive, you stay calm. Picture this: you're in a meeting and someone proposes an idea that clearly won't work. Instead of shutting them down or staying silent, you take a breath and say, I understand your point, but I disagree. Instantly, you draw a line between understanding and agreement. In Stoicism, this is called separating emotion from judgment. You're not reacting, you're reasoning. The beauty of this phrase is that it avoids confrontation while still earning respect. It reminds others that your opinions are your own and that calm confidence speaks louder than noise. Phrase number 2. I don't find that appropriate. Sometimes respect isn't lost through arguments, it's lost through small moments of disrespect that go unchecked. Maybe someone makes an offensive comment or an inappropriate joke. Most people laugh awkwardly or ignore it. But when you calmly say, I don't find that appropriate, you send a clear message: you know your boundaries. This phrase doesn't attack or accuse, it simply defines. Seneca, another great Stoic, said, He who respects himself will be respected by others. When you speak this way, you're not asking for respect, you're showing that you already have it. Phrase number 3. Let's talk when we can do so respectfully. This is one of the most powerful phrases you can ever use, because some conversations aren't really conversations, they're emotional battlegrounds. When someone raises their voice or interrupts constantly, most people mirror that energy, but not you. You breathe, stay calm, and say, let's talk when we can do so respectfully. With those words, everything changes. You've just shifted the entire dynamic. You're not retreating, you're setting the rules. Epictetus taught that while you can't control others' actions, you can control what you accept. This phrase makes that philosophy real. It's not weakness, it's mastery. When you speak with calmness in the face of chaos, you show the world what true composure looks like. And often that composure commands silence because real respect is never demanded, it's earned. Epictetus once taught that you cannot control the actions of others, but you can always control your response. And that response, when calm and deliberate, does more than protect your inner peace, it quietly teaches others how they should treat you. The moment you use this principle, something powerful happens. Silence follows, people pause, and suddenly your words carry more weight than before. Phrase number 4. I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. This phrase is like gently closing a door. It's not about running away, it's about choosing where to place your energy. Imagine you're in a heated argument, one that's no longer about truth or understanding, but about pride. You can feel it spiraling, draining your focus and peace. Then, with composure, you say, I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. In that moment, the tension breaks. You take back control not through domination, but through restraint. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." And that's exactly what this phrase embodies. You refuse to play the same game, you rise above it, and in doing so, you earn something far greater than victory. You earn respect. Phrase number 5. That's your opinion and I respect it, but I don't share it. This phrase blends two rare strengths, kindness and firmness. You acknowledge another person's right to their perspective, but you also affirm your own. There's no argument, no defensiveness, just quiet certainty. Imagine a friend, a coworker, or even a family member trying to convince you of something you don't believe. Instead of debating endlessly, you respond calmly, "That's your opinion and I respect it, but I don't share it." With those words, you protect the relationship while keeping your independence intact. Seneca once said, "Being a slave to the opinions of others is the worst kind of prison." And this phrase is the key that unlocks that cell. You can honor someone's view without surrendering your own truth. Now you hold 5 timeless phrases, 5 verbal tools that can quietly command respect without ever needing to shout, "I understand your point, but I disagree. I don't find that appropriate. Let's talk when we can do so respectfully. I'd prefer not to continue this conversation. That's your opinion and I respect it, but I don't share it." When spoken with calm confidence, these words reshape how people see you. They begin to listen more carefully, choose their words more wisely, and treat you with greater respect. Because true respect isn't forced, it's inspired by strength of character. Here at Stoicism Breath, I share the timeless wisdom of the Stoics so you can speak, think, and act with calm power in a noisy world. Subscribe today and keep learning how to turn words into your greatest tool. Which of these phrases will you use first? I'd love to know in the comments.